Hi everybody, I am Kathy Goodall. I know it's been a while since I've been on, but since I have this beautiful makeup that Gabby Glam did for me today, I figured I need to put it to good use. So today I had the privilege of speaking to a high school graduating class, and their theme was nurturing positive values in our youth for a safer, healthier, wealthier Jamaica. And of course, what came to mind for me was leadership, because I believe that good leaders are people who already automatically think about the well-being and the best interests of everyone around them, the growth and the development of everyone around them. And so I wanted to focus on some leadership nuggets to help put things into perspective for the kids so that they know that they are born to be good leaders. So there's a song, my favorite song actually, if not one of my favorite songs. It really connected with my heart, and I used it today to kind of help to connect and relate with the children. So it's by a reggae artist named Chronixx, and the name of the song is called Legend. So my theme today for them was I Am a Legend. So I wanted to share some of the words from the song that actually have impacted me and why it has impacted me. So it starts, ordinary people just like you. If you were to take a look inside, you'll see the great things that people do, changing lives day and night, but nothing I do ever makes the news. Still, I have to do what's right. To the King of all kings, all praise is due. So for me, I thought that this was such an amazing reminder, and it connected so much with me because it's something that I truly believe in doing the right thing. I think that so many of us don't get acknowledged for the things that we do. So many of us feel like we're overlooked and unappreciated. But the reality is that a lot of the things that we do, we need to remember that we're doing it for ourselves because of the people that we are, because we have integrity, because we actually care about people, because we actually actually care about the development of wherever we are, whether it's our company or school or community. And so we do the things that we do not for accolades and acknowledgement, but one, because it's the right thing to do, and because of who we are. So another line of the song is, I am a legend that you've never heard of before. I am a lion, but you've never heard me roar. And one of the things that I said to the kids today is that we have to be secure in who we are, and we have to know who we are, because who we are determines who we become. Who we believe we are determines who we become. Who we believe we are is who people see and people think that we are, because it's what we exude. So I said to them that, a lion is the king of the jungle. And a lion is very secure in who they are. When they're on the prowl, they're walking, they're confident, they're not hiding or looking behind their back to see if somebody's coming after them. And they don't need to roar to tell everybody that they're coming, because everybody knows that when a lion walks into a space, they command that space. Now, everybody can't be a lion, right? Some people need to be an elephant, some people need to be a giraffe, some people need to be a lioness. But the important thing is that when you know who you are and you're secure in who you are, you don't need to walk and tell everybody, because you exude who you are. You just need to be. And so one of the key takeaways that I wanted the kids to get from my analogy of the lion and not necessarily having to roar all the time was that, one, they have to believe in themselves and they have to be themselves. They have to lead by example, because that is what determines how other people see us, and how we see ourselves also determines how other people see us. So if we're insecure, people are going to know that we're insecure, and they're going to prey on those kind of insecurities. How we see ourselves determines our future. The single most important factor in determining our level of success is what we believe about ourselves. So if we believe that we can, then sky's the limit. But if we believe that we can't, then nothing is going to happen in our lives, because we've already defeated ourselves. So another line of the song is, I'm a hero that nobody celebrates. If one person remembers my name, that means I made a change. And I think that that is very important for us to remember. We need to remember that every single thing that we do actually impacts somebody else. Even if you think you've only impacted that one person could go out and impact 100 people. And they would have impacted those 100 people because of your one impact. So that is you multiplying the impact that you've had on somebody else. And so I think that we need to remember that we can't discount the things that we do, right? And we do the right thing because it's the right thing to do, not because we're looking for accolades from somebody else, not because we're looking for recognition from somebody else. So he says, the man who cooks the food and feeds the street people in the afternoon, the lady with the broom sweeping up the halls of your children's school, the soldier who is up all night making sure everything's all right. And if you ask me, I'm quite fine being an ordinary person doing what's right. And sometimes I think that we take for granted too the people around us that that serve us every day, people around us that pour into us every day, people around us. I think sometimes we get comfortable, and because you see someone every day, you kind of take for granted that they're always going to be there, and you kind of take for granted that we don't need to show gratitude to them. And so take the time to acknowledge people, take the time to acknowledge the things that they do, take the time to acknowledge the things that you do for yourself, and always be grateful. Some of the other little nuggets that I shared with the kids that I want to share with you, I said to them, they need to learn to step up. If you take a look inside, you'll see the great things that people do. Talent is never enough to succeed in life. It has to be coupled with good character, and that comes from inside. Good character encompasses self-discipline. It means that we have to be in charge of our lives. We have to take control of our actions, take control of our thoughts, and not behave like we're a victim because of bad decisions that we've made. We need to own our stuff. And good core values, the best insurance for our future is having good core values and treating others the way that we want to be treated. It's so important. And so I think that I told them, when I hire people, I don't hire people based on just qualifications. I hire them based on who they are, because I know that we can't exist in this world by ourselves. If you are not good with people, if you're not a team player, if you have a bad attitude, if you're not open to learning, if you're not willing to accept responsibility for the things that you do, then I don't want to work with you. And I think nobody else will want to work with you either. Stand up, lift up, use your power to lift up other people. Stand up and be confident and know your value. Show up, which was to always put your best foot forward, and your self-image is important. So it goes back to that lion. And then I close out with step out. Gratitude is a must, right? Everything that we do, we need to be grateful for. Every step along our journey, we need to take the time to appreciate it. And, I had to explain to the kids that, yes, we control a lot of the things that happen in our lives, and that because in everything that we do, we have a choice. And so failure is inevitable. None of us like failure, but the important thing is that we need to learn from it. And when we learn from it, we actually have to make a change. We actually have to show that we have learned and we're doing something different. They say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. So nobody likes failure, everybody fails. But the important thing is that we have to learn from our failures, because that's how we're going to ensure our successes. We can actually learn more from our failures, and change it in order to grow towards success. So these are just some of the nuggets that I shared today with the children, and I wanted to share with you, and especially my song that I fell in love with the first time I heard it. So thanks guys for listening.